used to be a pro wrestler. I kid you not. I mean, you look at his face and be like, yeah, I get it. It's fucked. But he's beautiful, but like, something's wrong, you know? You know? Okay, you don't know. You'll see it. You'll know in a minute. Guys, give it up everybody for the Morgantown's comic, his Jack Wright.
Kyle doesn't like hugs, so technically that was assault. Gotcha. Hi, Wheelie. Look at you. Look at you. Wow. Sexy girl. I'm straight. I walked up here. I'm bisexual as hell, man. Walk off the stage. Oh, what's going on in my life? I'm almost 40. Gonna be 40 soon. I know. I look great. I have a child's heart. I keep it in a jar. It's a weird thing to say. I just wanted to set the tone. I am going to be 40 soon. I'm what's known as an elder millennial. And I like that term because it sounds better than credit risk. I like being an elder millennial. Elder millennial is like a wizard or a warlock, or with a Godsmack tattoo. A bench warrant in Ohio. No, it's fun. It's a good thing being an elder millennial. It's where I'm at in my life. Yeah, like the other day, instead of cleaning my house, I just watched like 4 episodes of Hoarders. I walked around, I was like, this place looks fucking fantastic. I don't have one pile of shit anywhere. Fantastic. Instead of working out, I just watched My 600-Pound Life. Shredded. I didn't even have to do one sit-up. That's a workout. That's a workout plan right there. Now, millennials, we're definitely a different crew, you know? Like, I think we're the only generation that has that rite of passage. Like, you know, a lot of different groups have their rites of passage once they hit a certain age. Latinos have the quinceañera. Jewish people have bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs. And millennials just get in a fist fight with their stepdad. It's a weird entrance into adulthood, but definitely the way to go. Yeah. Did you know, and this is a fact, you should try this the next time that you're at the gas station and you see a millennial. You can usually tell because they're wearing a superhero t-shirt and they're crying. You see a millennial and you walk up to them and you tell them, you're doing your best. Everything's going to be okay. And if you say that to them 3 times, they will melt the fuck down. Try it if you don't believe it. Go up to a millennial, the gas pump, be like, hey man, it's tough out there. You're doing a good job. Everything's going to be okay. You're going to be like, what are you talking to me? What's going on? They're like, listen man, I know life can be difficult. So I'll say you're doing your best. And everything's going to be okay. He's like, whoo man, whoo. I don't know what you're doing, but I don't think I like it. They're like, listen, everything's going to be okay. And he's like, oh man, I just needed to hear somebody else say it. I just needed to hear somebody tell me I'm okay. Hey man, you got like $8 I can borrow for gas? And see, you can kind of do it with elder millennials, but we're a little tougher nut to crack. If you tell an elder millennial, like, everything's going to be okay, they might be like, dude, fuck off. Now, you got to get through to elder millennials, you got to use the language of our people. Movie quotes. You tell an elder millennial, you're like, the power grid was working perfectly fine until it was shut off by Dickless here. Is that true? Yes, that is true. This man has no dick. Haha, Ghostbusters. Yeah, that is Ghostbusters. By the way, it doesn't matter what your dad says about you. I think you're doing a really good job, and everything's going to be okay. You'll be amazed how that goes, I'm telling you. Anybody here ever break up a couple? You ever do or say something that makes a couple break up? I did that when I was younger. And they said it wasn't my fault, but I think my parents were just trying to be nice. But it was shortly thereafter that I realized that I wanted to do comedy. I haven't been doing comedy for that long. I've only been doing comedy for about a year and 8 months. But I remember the first time that I was interested in comedy. The first time that I wanted to do comedy was homeroom, my sophomore year of high school. And that's because my homeroom teacher would let me do comedy anymore. She would let me stand up there and just say the dumbest shit, really. And one day I'm up there, I'm doing jokes, none of them are good. And she comes walking into the room pushing the TV. And again, if you're a millennial, you know what that means.
Yep,
somebody's got a hangover. So I start roasting my homeroom teacher. I'm like, whoa, it was a rough one, wasn't it, Miss Perkins? Did you mix alcohol? That's what does it. That's what happens when you mix alcohol. And she's like, Jack, sit down. Relax. And I start going in even harder. I was like, oh, this is a weird walk of shame, pushing the TV. That's crazy. And she's like, Jack, please have a seat. I continue, I keep going. She's like, Jack, sit down. I'm like, okay, geez. And I sit down and she turns on the TV and the second plane hit the tower. Yeah, I opened for 9/11.
Sorry.
It killed. I bombed. So, all right, this next part's gonna go great too. Glad you guys like the. That was fun. Yeah, no, I get to sit around and think about weird stuff as a comic. I get to sit around and think about weird things. Like, why aren't there any dinosaur ghosts?
Why?
I don't know. How do we know that demons aren't just velociraptor ghosts? There's no joke here. I'm just wondering, truly. No, but I do. I wonder things. I do. I wonder, like, there are no adult film schools. That's a self-taught art. Can you imagine though? Adult film schools? Right, all the different teaching methods, all the different professors. You put your left leg in, you take your left leg out, you put your left leg in, and you shake it all about. And that's scissoring. Also known as Lucifer's lip lock. And the Siamese twins. Oh man, oral exams take on a whole new meaning, right? Fucking B+. Chorging left a little to be desired. Graduation would be a hoot. Right? Go to graduation. The dean gets up there and he's like, on behalf of the San Fernando Valley of Fornicative Arts, I just want to say thank you to all the fathers in the audience. There are no fathers in that audience. A whole bunch of daddies. Some stepmoms. Yeah. That got your attention, didn't it? Are there any stepmoms here? Nope. Because they're all just out there stuck in couches and dryers and shit. But I've been led to believe, because there's no education system. By the way, did you know that if you tell a woman she looks like your favorite porn star, that's not a compliment? I didn't know that. And I made the family reunion weird. I was just trying to tell my stepmom happy birthday. I could keep getting weirder. Anyway, let's move on. So, that's where porn is though, without an education system. That's what happens. That's what porn is now. Some guy walking around his house accidentally has sex with his stepsister. You know, like the whimsical kind of assault. Just walking around, oh, oops. Can you imagine? Just walking around with a knife out, walk around a corner, stab a guy. You're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't believe this happened. I'll go get help immediately. And he's like, no, leave it in. Wiggle it around a little. It's on the squirter.
Oh, it's good.
See? That's why porn is weird. Oh man. No, but again, that's part of being a millennial. Things are weird. Millennials are masturbation ninjas. I've already done it 3 times since I've been standing up here. Every time I make eye contact with you. No. We are though. We are masturbation ninjas because we didn't have readily available internet porn. So we had to be quick on our feet. When Mariah Carey's Honey came on MTV, you had 3.5 minutes to rub one out, or you were finishing the Limp Biscuit. I did it all for them. No. And you had to be ready. You could start to one of those Girls Gone Wild commercials. Remember those? Yeah. And by the time you're getting ready to finish, you're like, oh, that is truly every great 80s ballad on 2 amazing CD collection. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to leave you guys with this one. I recently started believing in ghosts. I never believed in ghosts. If you ask me if I want to go ghost hunting, no, I don't. But I will go walk around an abandoned building and smoke weed. But I did not believe in ghosts until here recently. A short time ago, my best friend of 25 years passed away. Suddenly, unexpectedly, and that shit hurts. Just like anybody, I miss my friend. I wanted to talk to my friend. So I did what any rational, sane-minded Caucasian person would do. And I went and got a Ouija board. Because when you want to contact a family member who's passed away, you go to fucking Walmart, aisle 13, and pick yourself up a device for contacting the other side. So I went and got a Ouija board, and I sat down with my friends. We got everything together, we had our seance, and I said, is this bad? And the planchette slid across the board to yes. I immediately lost my shit. I started to cry. I said, buddy, I miss you, and I love you, and anytime you want, you can come in me and share my body. And the planchette started to move again, to G, across the board to A, slowly over to Y. Anyway, ghosts are 100% real, guys. I'm Jack Ray. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah, Jack Ripe, everybody. Fantastic, right? Hell yeah, dude. There's nothing wrong.